Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 4 de Secret Files 2, Puritas Cordis. No navio, Nina descobriu que os assassinatos já ocorridos e mais os de ontem eram culpa da seita Puritas Cordis. No último momento, quando ela também seria assassinada, acabou salva por aquele misterioso passageiro que prometera contar sobre todos os estranhos eventos no navio. Mas nem sabemos se adiantou o salvamento, porque no fim chegou uma gigantesca onda que iria romper o casco do navio. Nisso, cortou para a selva na Indonésia, onde Max foi fazer um teledocumentário sobre a descoberta de um templo pela arqueóloga Sam Peters, ou talvez, dizendo melhor, onde ele foi chavecar a exploradora Sam Peters. Mas logo ela é sequestrada pela Puritas Cordis, também interessada no tal templo. Agora ele precisa dar um jeito de localizá-la e salvá-la. Eu tô cismado que o macaquinho é que vai acabar servindo de guia lá pro templo. E a Bá tinha dito alguma coisa de usar o papel da bala na pedra para ver se pega a clone dela ali, a rã, o sapinho, pula-pula. Mas antes tem aqui para a selva que eu ainda não apertei, né? Vamos ver se ele vai só com a gente mandando para a selva.
How am I going to find the way to the temple in this jungle? Well, I've got to try this. I don't have much of a choice.
Olha lá, o macaco já foi.
Oh, you want to show me the way? Cool. Off we go then.
15 minutos depois.
Oh, that didn't work. Bummer. Oh.
Listen, little fellow. I'm a lame, untrained biped. You will need to slow down a bit. The first couple of yards were fine, but then you just disappeared, so please, wait for me next time, okay?
I need to think of something so I can follow that monkey more easily.
Ele respondeu que sim, em linguagem de macaco, né? Um pergunta, o outro responde. Tentar fazer o chá, mas ele não quer acender o fogo. Ele disse que é perigoso acender o fogo. Em todo caso, a água com as flores combina.
Good idea. That will keep the blossoms nice and fresh.
Ele vai dar flores para Max, isso, para Sam Peters. Isso que ele está pensando, em vez de salvá-la, já está pensando no ponto posterior. Vai pro fogo.
Just wait a few minutes.
Tá, uns minutos.
Hibiscus tea. Very nice. Now what do I do with it?
Agora o que eu faço com o chá de hibisco?
Now it's red dye. Not at all appetizing. I wonder what it will turn into if I wait any longer. I don't have that much time. Better just take the stuff as it is.
Então ele fez mais ou menos uma tinta vermelha. E nessa tinta vermelha que o macaquinho vai deixar o rastro?
The once so fine hibiscus blossoms have been reduced to a soggy red mush. Nina would be so proud.
Com um envoltório de plástico combina.
Now I have a piece of red plastic wrap. Cling wrap, dyed red.
Red. E esse envoltório de plástico só pode ser com o macaco ou com a rã. Não, com o capacete com lanterna.
If I use this to cover the hard hat's lamp, I'll have a colored light, but what good will that do?
Mas para que ele quer isso? Tanto que ele não fez. Ou não fez por enquanto, vai fazer depois. Papaya com a chaleira também.
The papaya is now red.
Ele vai dar papaya pro macaco. E daí o macaco vai fazer cocô vermelho e ele vai segui-lo. Que maluquice. O macaco vai ficar com a mão vermelha e daí vai marcar as pedras no chão, é isso? Então, pode ser.
Hey, how would you like a tasty papaya? There, buddy. Now you've got red hands too.
A Bá acertou mais uma vez. Vamos lá. Mostre-me o caminho e vá marcando em vermelho.
I don't care how fast you run now, just as long as you stay on the ground so I can follow your red tracks.
This looks like the temple. There's no sign of Sam, though. The monkey's tracks lead around the temple. Guess I should follow them. There she is. She's locked in a cage, and the guard is heavily armed. Things aren't looking too good from here. Maybe there's another way to get to her.
Max! He's alive! He found me. Now I stand a fighting chance of getting out of this cage in one piece. I had better keep quiet so the guard won't get suspicious. As long as I am the only one who knows that Max is prowling around this temple, our chances of launching a surprise attack aren't all that bad. I only hope that Max has got a plan, preferably a good one.
If only I had a plan.
Tudo dando certo. Baias brancas.
I have no idea what kind of a plant this is, and I've never seen these white berries before. I'll just take some of these.
Pegou cacho.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, this is a carnivorous plant. No idea why they named it after the Roman goddess of love. A dead animal. The guy is heavily armed, and he seems pretty nervous, neither of which is going to work in my favor. I'd rather stay in hiding. Besides, I bet he's not alone. I had better watch my step. Why would they light a campfire in broad daylight? To keep the wild animals away?
Ele tem medo dos animais selvagens.
There's not much I can do with it from here, and I can't get any closer without being spotted by the guard. The bowl is full of fresh fruit. Looks like she's holding up pretty well under the circumstances. I mustn't endanger her further, whatever I do. I don't see any way of communicating with her from here without alerting the guard. There's a hole in the wall beneath the face. That thing does look pretty scary.
Ele não estava falando da Sam, estava falando do rosto horrível desenhado na pedra. Lembram que está ali atrás do outro rosto horrível? Ele vai ter que entrar no templo para depois salvá-lo? Pedaço de pano aqui.
A scrap of cloth fluttering in the breeze. But is it Sam's? Or does it belong to her kidnappers? This isn't some TV crime show, and I'm not a forensics expert. This scrap isn't gonna tell me the family history of the person it belonged to. nor what that person dined on this week. So I may as well just leave it there.
Por que colocaram isso aí no jogo, então, se não tem utilidade?
It's rather a fascinating structure, actually. But I don't want to get too close. Those bees don't look very peaceful to me. Little fireflies. I'm surprised to see them here. I didn't think the jungle was their natural habitat.
Vai pegar a família vagalume aqui, então. O donut para as abelhas?
Just stand here and invite the bees to swarm all over me? I'm not suicidal, you know.
No buraco, mas eu não posso chegar no buraco passando pelas abelhas ali.
Now what? Yikes! They must be really hungry. Most of the bees are eagerly swarming around my donut. Only a few of them are still refusing to leave the nest. Either they're on guard duty or they're just dense. There are still a few bees about, but I'll risk it. Phew, that was lucky. I got through it all unscathed. The back entrance of the temple. Maybe I can get to Sam this way.
Ah, ele vai entrar no templo e falar pela cara horrível para assustar o nativo que está de guarda.
I can't see a handle or any kind of mechanism for opening this door.
O mecanismo está aqui na frente, nessa inscrição, que vai ter a ver com os papéis de certo que ele abriu.
There are about 2 million bees in there, all fighting over a single donut. There are some strange white lines on this tendril. No idea how they got there, or what they mean. This is pretty big. I'd rather not meet the spider that made it. I'll just get rid of this web. I don't want to walk right into it by accident.
Agora coloca... mas ele não pegou a teia de aranha. Só desfez. Que estranho, e por que ele desfez então?
A strange plant. It reeks of carrion. Flies seem to love it, but I find it rather disgusting. I would never have found the way to the temple without the monkey's red footprints.
Vamos então solucionar o enigma do templo aqui.
The symbols can't be pushed or moved in any way. A small niche in the rock wall. The niche is empty.
E eu posso colocar alguma coisa?
It won't fit. The niche is too small.
Tá, mel, baias, pena de pavão, bandeira.
The inscription looks pretty old, so it is highly unlikely that I need to place any modern items in there.
Não devo colocar nenhum objeto moderno. A foto da Nina?
No, I already lost Nina herself. I'm not about to part with this picture of her.
A paixão continua, então. Mas está aí arrastando a asinha para St. Peter's. Tem que colocar a Vênus no topo. Acho que era isso, sim. A flor lá da frente, quando puder pegar, mas sem entrar ele não vai poder pegar nada. Vai colocar na pedra plana isso daqui. Ah, vai atrair os insetos e a rã vai pra
Even
lá.
from here, that thing still stinks of carrion. And here come the flies. It looks mighty hungry. Let's see if the feast keeps it busy enough so I can catch it.
O sapinho.
I would never have dreamed that catching frogs was this easy.
Pula, pula.
I hope it isn't poisonous.
Say ribbit. Yes, I like you too.
Tá, então a rã também vai para aquele mostruário? Vai pro fogo? Não, né? Não vai fazer rã milanesa. Que é uma delícia.
It's much too soon to drown myself, and it's too late to bathe.
Ah, o globo pegar água, que era a primeira ideia que eu tive ao voltar para cá e já estava
The
esquecendo.
balloon has got a hole in it. So much for my brilliant idea of filling it with water.
Ah, furado. Um globo verde furado. Vou só ver se é a rã que vai lá para inscrição. É. E falta uma coisa, será? Os pirilampos, né? A família pirilampo. Ah, o chapéu com tinta vermelha, luz vermelha, ele vai usar de certo nos olhos da estátua lá também para assustar o guarda. Ei, formou aqui de novo a teia de aranha.
The spider made a new web in record time. Either it just works really fast, or it's really big. I don't think I want to know. I can't get out from behind the tree without being spotted, but maybe it will smell bad enough from here to distract the guard. The guard isn't reacting at all. I guess the distance is just too great. The bamboo tube is too short to push that smelly monster any closer to the guard.
Outra coisa maior, então, as varas da tenda.
I'll put 2 of these poles together. That will give me an extended range.
Agora ele vai fugir do fedor?
Yuck! What is this horrible stench? It's worse than a skunk!
If I ever decide to become an evil mastermind, I'm going to make sure I never employ guards with sensitive noses.
Tá, peguei a última coisa para abrir o templo, então. O ouro da rainha vai ser o mel? Acha Abá. Ele pegou de volta a planta fedidona. Então nós podemos tirar as coisas daqui, né? Em cima é a planta venenosa que representa Vênus. Daí o olho que não vê é a pena do pavão, né? Embaixo o ouro da rainha é o mel. Daí tem alguma coisa do mudo. que não é a Ram fala.
Nothing happened. Maybe I haven't put all the right items into the niches yet.
É melhor deixar de preguiça e ler o manual, né? Como a Bá sabe, quando nada mais dá jeito, a gente lê o manual para saber como é que funciona aquele aparelho que a gente quebrou.
According to the heading, this is a translation of the temple door's inscription. Sam must have put a lot of effort into this. It says, "Honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever-open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold."
Tá,
I'll
desfez a
bet
teia.
anything that the web will be whole and undamaged by the time I come back.
E a bandeira ele pode pôr aqui? Ah, pode, no cipó. E
The flag is waving gently in the breeze.
agora sai para refazer a teia em cima da bandeira? Por que ele quer isso? Ah, ela fez em outro lugar e pegou os pirilampos, então era isso.
This spider is not only fast, but also pretty smart. It simply built its web between the other two trees. The fireflies, on the other hand, glow beautifully, but they're not too bright. Pretty stupid of them to fly straight into the spider web like that. Come on, my little buddies. I'm here to rescue you from the nasty monster spider.
Tá, então agora eu devo ter tudo aqui. Do alto, a deusa com a sua luz. E o seu olho cego. Vê o mudo e o sem casa que não vê o ouro aqui embaixo.
Nothing happened.
Não é isso.
Maybe I haven't put all the right items into the niches yet.
Volte para a inscrição. Coloque a armadilha de Vênus no nicho superior. Vagalumes no superior direito? Não, superior esquerdo. Mas por quê? Olho sempre aberto, a pluma no superior direito. Mudo. Tem que pegar o peixe. O mudo é o peixe. No nicho inferior esquerdo. E a lesma, que é o sem casa, no inferior direito. Então falta o peixe, a lesma, e o ouro da rainha é o mel. Sensacional, peixe e a lesma. Peixe e a lesma, mais do que óbvio. Pegar a bandeira de volta para poder pegar o peixe. Ou pelo menos tentar, né? Porque nada lá no acampamento dava ação com aquela rama do rio. Ele viu que na cascata os peixes pulam, né? Os peixes pulam.
Yes. What am I supposed to do? Wrap up the branch? I think I'll wait for some more inspiration. How am I supposed to catch fish with this? They move through the water way too fast. It's no use. The fence is far too flexible. If I put this in the river, it will just get washed away. I'll just use these tent
Eu
poles
tentei
to
fazer
stabilize the
isso, não
fence.
deu.
Done.
A tela com as varetas, eu tinha tentado já no começo do jogo. no começo dessa parte da Indonésia.
I used some tent poles to reinforce the wire fence.
Nada combinava no meu inventário aqui.
Smart fish. Instead of getting caught in the fence, they jump over the top. Pretty clever.
Ah, agora ele vai pôr a toalha ali na rama para eles caírem ali, ficarem ali.
Use the flag as a fishing net? Okay, why not? I guess it's worth a try. Well, that was quick. I might consider a career as a fisherman.
Boa, já pegou o mudo. Agora ele tem que achar um sem casa. Aqui no jardim, onde nem aparecia que tinha ponto de interesse antes.
Sam must have planted this. Doesn't look like the fence did much good, though. Most of the leaves have been chewed by slugs, and some have been gobbled up completely. I don't even know which of these have been planted and which of them are just weeds. Botany is not a hobby of mine.
Lata de cerveja no jardim.
You can use bacon to catch mice and beer to catch slugs. I always did like that kind of gardening advice. The can is open. I'll just leave it there. Otherwise, I'll probably spill it all over my pants, and then I'll smell like a hobo for days. No sign of any slugs. Maybe they don't like light beer, although it's supposed to taste the same.
Sair e voltar.
A slug has actually climbed onto the can. I'll rescue it before it drowns.
A Bá é muito esperta em acampamentos na beira de templos. Aliás, a Bá é muito esperta em qualquer mistério. O mudo e o sem casa.
Done!
Yes, I am so great. They should make me the leading man in a movie or in a computer game. Okay, let's see what awaits me in this temple and how I can get to Sam.
Em alguma parte do Mar do Norte,
What was that? The barkeeper shoots at me and then takes off in a helicopter seconds before the ship is swallowed by a gigantic monster wave? Did I just dream that? Why would that guy shoot at me? And did he know about the wave, or did the helicopter just happen to pick him up at exactly the right moment? Probably not. After all, he was going on and on about the end of the world and being rescued by that Puritas Cordis sect. What is the meaning of all this? By Poseidon. Looks like I've got quite another set of problems for now. The ship hasn't sunk yet, but since it capsized because of that monster wave, it only appears to be a question of time. I've got to get out of here, and fast.
no destino do Poseidon acontece exatamente isso, né? A onda gigante vira o barco, o navio, né, de ponta cabeça. E daí eles têm que fazer o sistema inverso andando pelo teto.
The poor guy looks rather beat. I can only hope that he's fit enough so we can get off this sinking ship in time.
Oh, but where am I?
We're on a capsized ship that could sink any minute now, and you've been trapped under a massive steel girder. But I'll think of something, don't worry.
Don't worry. When should I be worried, if not now?
Good point. But I'm sure I can find a way out of this. You saved my life after all. I owe you.
Thank you, but I boarded the ship for a reason. You remember the incident at the harbor?
The man who had that fatal accident?
Exactly. He must have slipped you a letter right before it happened.
But I haven't got any letter. Besides, there are more important things we should be worrying about right now. We need to get out of here.
Why do you think such odd things happened on board? Why do you think people had to die? Trust me, this is important. I will not leave the ship without this document. You must find this letter.
This letter. Esse tem sotaque alemão. Chegará uma grande inundação a bordo do Calypso. O barco foi golpeado de surpresa por uma onda enorme. De surpresa? Primeiro foi o desaparecimento do médico do barco, depois o assassinato de Catarina Jordan e, por último, o helicóptero que recolheu justamente a tempo, na última hora, o barman de gatilho fácil. Não pode tratar-se de uma simples coincidência, embora tudo no mundo tenha uma ligação. Existe alguma relação entre todos esses acontecimentos? Diz Abá, tudo no mundo tem uma ligação. E se há, qual é? São todos esses acontecimentos os ocorridos de uma sinistra, decorrentes de uma sinistra profecia, tal e como indicava o telepredicador Pat Shelton? Nina não tem muito tempo para refletir sobre o ocorrido, pois o barco virou e poderá romper-se a qualquer momento. Mais importante que a vida? O homem que salvou a vida de Nina está preso sob uma viga de aço a bordo do Calypso, que foi virado e está se rompendo. Sem embargo, o que mais lhe preocupa é a misteriosa carta que supostamente entregaram a Nina no porto, antes que começasse a viagem. Que tipo de documento poderia ser tão importante assim para que ele estivesse disposto a morrer pelo documento nessas águas geladas? Comporta busto.
A bust of somebody or other.
Vai pegar isso para bater em algum... Não, acho que não na janela, né, para quebrar.
I would be more tempted to admire the fantastic view if I wasn't on a capsized ship that was bound to sink at any moment. The window still appears to be holding under the pressure, and I am certainly not about to change that.
Uma palanca aqui.
A lever for steering the ship. On the left, it says full speed ahead, and on the right, full speed backwards. At the moment, though, the lever is set to stop. The middle floor broke open, and part of a steel girder fell to the ground. The cabinet is secured by a combination lock. In order to open the drawers, I need to enter the correct number code first. A picture of the ship naming ceremony.
Batismo do Calypso em Hamburgo, na Alemanha, 7 de abril de 1975. 7 de abril, conheço alguém que faz aniversário, mas que em 1975 ainda nem existia. Será então o código 7 de 4 de 75?
Seven, 4, 7, 5. I wonder whether that was the right sequence of numbers. I think that was correct. It's stuck. It's stuck. The drawer is empty, but I could at least use it as a makeshift stairway in order to reach the upper hatch.
Era para isso, então. Não era para descobrir nada no arquivo, era para trancar.
There's water on the other side. How about I leave the door closed, stay put, and the water can do the same? Seems like a fair trade. A massive steel girder. The steel girder is way too heavy. I can't lift it without some kind of equipment.
Tubo.
The pipe definitely looks worse for wear. There's a big hole at the top of it, and a connecting piece got ripped out below. I can still see some oil at the very bottom of the pipe itself. Looks pretty sturdy. I can't yank that out. I'm sure there is plenty of water below this hatch. I could step on that drawer in order to reach the hatch, but before I open it, I should make sure that there's no water behind it. Otherwise, it could get rather uncomfortable down here.
Vai tocar bongona?
I will place the bongo drum under the pipe with its open end up. They must have broken apart in the fall. The drum heads haven't been damaged, though, so they should still be usable.
Ah, ela vai pegar o óleo aqui.
Right now, the lever is set to stop. I could set it to either full speed ahead or full reverse speed. Full speed ahead. Nothing happened, and the lever immediately jumped back to stop. And now the other way. Something appears to have moved in the room above me.
Ela vai pôr o busto lá. Me conte se tem água aí em cima.
That sounded hollow. There seems to be no water on the other side.
Tá, então suba lá. Por que desceu?
There isn't much left of that fancy reception area. This metal rod probably used to be a rung from a ladder.
E até parece que uma vara de latão é que vai levantar aquela viga de aço.
I've never been all that fond of aquariums, and that is not about to change. Out of order and completely useless now.
As escadas não funcionam. Vai ter que ir por essa corrente aqui.
From up here, I can see that the chain got wrapped around the propeller shaft of the ship's engine. No idea what its purpose was before the disaster.
Ah, descer essa corrente para levantar, para prender na viga e daí toda a força à frente ou atrás para subir a corrente que está presa na hélice.
Looks like it used to be a ladder. Climb up there? Forget it. It's securely fastened. Tugging on that won't help.
Documento.
All kinds of ship's records, papers, and documents. All kinds of papers. I don't think I will find that letter here, but maybe at least this will help convince the guy who saved my life that it makes no sense to go looking for it. I found my ticket. And just like I thought, there isn't a... Oh, but there is. It's true then. The man at the harbor really did slip me a letter. But the document is full of cryptic symbols. I can't make heads or tails of it. And the enclosed drawing doesn't make much sense either.
Tá, então agora que eu já sei como sair daqui, só falta colocar em prática.
That's the way to the restaurant. Maybe I could ask to be served my last meal, but the doorknob broke off anyway. The door is locked, and the doorknob is missing, too.
Toda a força pro outro lado para descer a corrente. E
Full speed ahead.
olá. Uezou, biribó, biribó, biribó. Prendeu.
I have wrapped the chain around the steel girder, but there is no way to fasten it. Let's hope this will hold. I can't think of a better alternative.
Tinha que prender mesmo. Nem vou dizer que foi a Bá que teve essa ideia. Na
Right now.
verdade, foi a Nina.
And now the other way.
Did you find the letter?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And now you must find a way out of here.
Tudo eu, tudo eu. Já encontrei também, vamos lá.
My ticket, and the mysterious letter I was given at the harbor. The letter is full of cryptic symbols. I can't make any sense of it. And the enclosed sketch isn't very helpful either. This looks bizarre. All the records it contained are scattered across the floor. I'm not going to find anything there. That's the way to the engine room. Water is already seeping through the crack. I can only pray that the crack doesn't get any bigger, or else I mustn't think about it. As long as this puddle doesn't get any bigger, I don't have much to worry about, apart from the fact that I am trapped in a capsized, sinking ship.
Sim, esse bongô vai segurar toda a água do mar pela eternidade. Ah, ela já encheu de água.
A bongo drum filled with water.
Que é o que eu preciso para exatamente não sei o que. Vai colocar no tubo?
I will pour a little water into the pipe. All right, I've got the oil. Now for an opportunity to make good use of it.
E como é usar o óleo corretamente?
A bongo drum filled with oil.
Na comporta? Vai afundar o barco?
A little oil could do wonders for the rusty wheel. I can't just leave the man behind here. Come on! I actually managed to find that blasted letter. So now we should get out of here as fast as we can.
What? How? All right.
We're going to have to dive a few yards. Do you think you can make it?
I will have to. It's not like I've got a choice. The cold water is bound to keep me awake for a few minutes.
Right, let's go.
The water. The water.
That was close. Much too close.
Yes,
Are you okay?
Yes. No, not really. You wouldn't happen to have some sugar on you?
Sugar? You've got some nerve.
Diabetes. I'm hypoglycemic right now. I need glucose or a little sugar. Otherwise,
Otherwise, what?
Otherwise, I will faint again, and in a few hours, I will die.
Are you kidding? No. By the look of you, I guess you're not. Hello? He's not reacting. He's still conscious, but totally lethargic. Here I am, stuck on a beach in the middle of nowhere without a living soul in sight, and my only companion needs glucose or some form of sugar. Where am I supposed to find that? My goodness, what a mess!
Perdidos. Nina e seu companheiro escaparam do barco bem a tempo. Por sorte, não estavam longe da costa e tiveram as forças necessárias para chegar à terra firme. Sem embargo, o novo amigo de Nina está em estado crítico. Tem uma hipoglicemia severa e está a ponto de morrer. Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.